Joining me now to discuss this and more is Sky News contributor Kristen Tate. Kristen, good to catch up again. Thanks so much for joining me. Look, D-Day is looming. It's only a few days away. What's the likelihood of this actually getting through, and what sort of an impact would it have?
Yeah, well, the Senate spent the entire day nearly trudging through hours-long vote-a-thons, hoping to advance this bill to President Trump's desk by July 4th. I suspect it will pass. The big, beautiful bill, as Trump likes to call it, has two features that are very common in these must-pass bills that Congress does these days. The first is that Congress has an overwhelming political imperative to pass this thing, because if this doesn't get passed, this Congress and the administration will have accomplished nothing legislatively, so they must pass it. But the second is that once it passes, there's something for everybody to complain about. Some will complain about the lack of spending cuts, or the lack of hiring freezes, or the non-cuts to entitlements. So there's something for every Republican to complain about. So essentially, the Republicans will likely come together so that they can once again start infighting. But I would argue there's also obviously a lot to like about this bill. It extends the 2017 tax cuts. It increases funding for border security. So yes, I do suspect it will get passed eventually.
Yeah, well, all eyes will be on July 4. Be interesting to see how it goes. But it's interesting now because the bromance between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is well and truly over. And Musk has been very critical, of course, of this bill. But is now even threatening to launch his own political party if it passes. In a post on X, he said, if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Our country needs an alternative to the Democrat-Republican Uni Party so that people actually have a voice. Kristen, I mean, this feud shows no sign of ending, but a new political party? What is Musk doing?
It's a little bit crazy. I will say he does have some good points about this bill. I mean, it adds a further $2.4 trillion to our debt. America's already $37 trillion in debt. This is not sustainable, this level of spending. And there are very few people in Washington, D.C. who seem to have an appetite for spending cuts, which our country so desperately needs. But yes, third parties in America are typically doomed for failure. Starting a third party, if Musk did it, it would also automatically alienate all of Trump's supporters, who would see that as sort of hostile to Trump. And of course, Elon Musk isn't going to get any support from leftists. Democrats in this country can't stand him. So Musk would be better off trying to sort of shape and influence the Republican Party from the outside. He's not in the administration anymore, but he's still a wildly popular and very influential figure, and he should try to influence the Republican Party. I actually wrote for Sky News recently about the fact that Elon Musk and Donald Trump must bury the hatchet and move on for the good of the Republican Party. Both of these men have skills and traits that are very different from each other, but very important to this political movement.